Oh, I leave what's wrong, 'cause I've seen down ending the night. No point to resist nor ever fight. From days to years, just passing by. We lost our tension, lost the light across the ocean of our lies. You know what's wrong to be with you. I never felt you wanted to, like all those
I'm Chris Pyle. I'm co-owner of Donkey Coffee with my wife Angie. Angie and I opened Donkey Coffee about 17 years ago with friends of ours. Our friends, about 6 months into the process, ended up leaving, and then we took over Donkey from there. When we first opened Donkey, we really didn't know what we were doing. We didn't have business degrees. We had no, business acumen at all, and we just kind of flew by the seat of our pants. And in a lot of ways, we got lucky with what we did. We feel really blessed because of operating the shop that just weren't there in the beginning. And we really figured all that out from our employees. So really our employees ended up really making the handbook from how they ran the shop. Everything that's the way it's run is mostly by employees over the years.
You gotta kind of land on one wheel, coming in sideways.
That sounds like fun.
It is actually kind of fun, but it's a little tricky.
There's no real reason why I named it Donkey Coffee. Some people thought it was because, Jesus rode it on a donkey, and we happen to be devout Christians, but that wasn't the reason. And some people think because we're, progressives, we're Democrats, that might be the reason as well, but that's not true. I used to call people, like my friends, Donkey Head and Donkey Face, and I'd say, hey, Donkey. And so I thought, well, that'd be a cool name for a coffee shop, because we just didn't want to name it, those kind of played out names that, Common Grounds, or those names that you hear all the time in like every state that you go to. We just wanted something a little bit different. So there's not a real deep meaning behind it, but that's the reason. When we first opened Donkey, we just had the first floor. So we did have the big back room, and then about 5 or 6 years into it, we ended up putting a door where the steps were that come upstairs, and we opened the upstairs part of it. And then 5 years after that, we ended up putting the outside patio up here, these offices, and 4 4-bedroom apartments, because we had bought the building at that point. Yeah, there's almost no better feeling than seeing people enjoying the space that we made for people. And really the whole community of Donkey just kind of grew up by itself. We feel like we provided the space, but then the community grew up around it without our help at all. And that's great, because it kind of happened organically. So when we see people enjoying themselves and having face-to-face talks, we think it's a much healthier way than interacting through their phones or through social media. And that's part of what we wanted to do with Donkey, is really make a community in Athens where people could come and hang out of all different backgrounds and social creeds and religions and political beliefs, because we feel like, especially now, with the country really divided, it's really important for us to understand each other. We look around the shop, we have local art all over the shop, we have music playing, we have music in the back 4 days a week, and that's really important to me. I'm a huge music geek, and that's something that I really wanted to do from the beginning.
Did I ever get lost and come down from your mountain? Oh, won't you look what I've done? If there's a God, then he's counting.
Many times I've gave up.
It's a pretty big shop, and we try to make it really homey with like a living room feel. I think a lot of shops these days try to get customers in and then quickly get them out so you can get more in. With us though, we want people to hang out here all day and find a home.
And oh, I know I'm not the only one.
Auntie and I just feel incredibly blessed. You know, when you open a business, statistics show that it probably won't be successful. And you know, we're allowed to do something that ended up being beyond our wildest dreams. And so to be able to run a business like this for 17 years has just been amazing. I mean, just incredible. So we feel really blessed, and we're incredibly thankful to the Athens community for continuing to come out and support Donkey.
And I'm feeling it up. So were it ever to have, you tell Mom where it was. You tell Mom where it was.
All things get worse. I can do one thing on my own, and I have nothing on my mind but to be